Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number?
Here we go.
6.
Here we go.
Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Ready?
2nd and 5. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down now, Clemens. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The Vikings 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On 1st down, Clemens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They'll keep it on the ground. Clemens. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd down, Tua.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Red, cycle. Blue.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact long time there. And now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. 6-yard return after a punt of 48.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Up the middle they go. Clemens.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Come on, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Clemens. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Clemens. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
20, TX.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ready.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On play action, here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Tua now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, Park?
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
On the ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Let's go. Shot. 17. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Ready.
Now back to throw.
That's going to be caught downfield by Hill.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
Ready.
Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
97. Set.
They'll try and throw for it. Here's a diving catch right side. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey! Let's go.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hey, 21 TX.
On second down, Clemens. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
21G. Scat.
Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Tua.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. Boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Tua going to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Clemens. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And this returnable for Hill.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mark that down as a punt return of 78 yards.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit. And now off to the races, down the right side, inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him.
Let's go now.
Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Set.
Back to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Ready, set.
They'll try the left side. Clemens.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 205 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on first down. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop,
You got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point by Ryland up and good, and the lead is now 24. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
Pass caught here by Osborne. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Boy, 227 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Eckler now between the tackles. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, get set.
Eckler. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. Would they lose 3 on that one?
Yeah, from the 1 back to the 4.
Ready.
Eckler again. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
From the 5, third and goal. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, but he's going to be short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Ready, break. Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
Again, it's Achane.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Achane gets it from the gun.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut, hut.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they...
Achane hit and the ball is held. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth-quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try the left side. Clemens. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what happened. One-sided affair.
44, ready.
Running on first down, Eckler.
And he's got it to about the 40.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Go ahead.
Now a 2nd and 6.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.